Yeah, hi, 911.
Yeah. That reminds me of when I was with Dom and I fucking fell off that.
Oh
that
my
fence.
God.
I don't
That
know
was not that long ago.
Yeah, that was 2 years.
Yeah,
almost
but
died.
this was in the relatively
bad.
recent.
Yeah.
I don't think we ever
Past.
talked about it, but I have this like huge scar. I mean, it's like 2 inches on my hand of a scar. So I'm with Dom. We were drinking I was drinking. Like,
Oh, we
You were in a
fucking-
you were in a bender, weren't you?
yeah,
Wasn't it like New Year's?
It was
Yeah,
New Year's.
it was
Yeah,
New
so
Year's Day.
it was the next day, and we were still drinking. And I don't remember, like, it was kind of blurry, but I just remember going behind that like fence, and it was like a car went in. I was I gotta piss, and I go back there, and then it closed. Well, now I can't get out.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, I'll just hop the fence real quick, like. And I get up to the top, and it's like that. What's it called? Like wrought iron.
Yeah,
kinda-
that shit had spikes.
The spikes, yeah.
Because you aren't supposed to climb it.
You're not supposed to climb, but I'm on the other side. You know, I'm figuring
It's curving this
it's
way.
curving
and
out.
Yeah,
you know,
you're
and
good, yeah.
I'm good. You know, and I get up to the top of it, and as I'm climbing over, it's the top of it snaps. Like the thing was already shaking.
Oh, so
I remember
you broke the wrought iron.
I remember Dom like looking at me like
I was like, this
because
is-
it was like
It's not a good idea.
as I'm going up, it's like click, 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 like
No,
shaking.
that's a bad sign.
Scoop's gonna break this couch one of these shows.
Right? And so I get over and it snaps and I fall. And I land like on my back. It's probably like a 6 foot fall or something, like on my back. And I just remember I stood up and I like look at my hand. And I was like, that doesn't look too good. And I was like, I'll give it a second though, because sometimes like it was wide open, but I'm like, it might be all right.
As soon as you get a paper cut, it bleeds for an hour.
Yeah, but like it just depends. Like sometimes you can tell like it was really really bad. And so we start walking. He's like, "You good?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm good.
You literally watched the whole thing,
I saw
like
the
him
whole
just fall.
thing. Yeah.
Wait, what were you doing at this point?
Yeah.
I didn't have to go to the bathroom. I was on the other side of the fence. I was like, I don't think you should go back there. He's like, I'm going. I was like, all right. It was bad.
It was bad. So I just remember I look at it and I'm realizing because it's bleeding. Like I could feel it as we're walking. I have
Dripping.
a closed fist,
Yeah.
and it's just like gushing. And he's like, "Let me look at it real quick." And I showed Dom, and he goes, "Ooh!" And I'm realizing too. I'm like, "This is pretty bad."
Yeah.
Like this is.
You're getting faint. You're like, I'm losing a lot of blood.
Yeah, it was like, I think you need a napkin. He's like, yeah, give me a napkin. I got him a napkin. He's like, I think I need to go to the hospital.
I don't think a napkin's gonna cut it at this point.
Weren't you and I drinking like the next day?
I don't know.
I just remember you having it all like wrapped up at one point.
I remember it being wrapped.
And then I'm like bleeding, so we go to the hospital.
Driving drunk on base.
Yeah, because I was still in the
On
military.
New Year's, well, the day after, but
Yeah,
still.
I was still in the military, so like we go to the VA or not the VA, but like the military hospital, and I'm trying to pretend like I'm not drunk, but like I can't because if you get in trouble, for alcohol related.
Alcohol, yeah.
So like I'm trying to pretend, and I'm getting out in like 4 months. Like I'm just trying to pretend like I'm not drunk, and but I know they can smell it. I know they can
course,
fucking
yeah.
tell, and I can't stop making jokes about it. Like I can't stop, and I'm like flirting with one of the girls there because I'm drunk. And like they're washing it underneath, like it looked like chicken. Like if you look like a chicken breast, like it was wide open. You could see.
Oh, you
into
can
my
see the
hand.
scar now. You might actually be able to show that on the fucking camera.
Oh
dude.
yeah,
that's
yeah,
a
for
good
sure.
scar.
And it was.
So wait. It
yeah.
went through the meat of your hand, like through the whole thing.
So it ripped like that. Like
Oh.
as I fell, it caught it and it ripped it open.
So that flap right there was
yes.
open.
And if you look in your hand, there's nothing really in there.
No.
Yeah, and so I could see like all the tendons and shit in my hand.
How many? Finish your story, dude.
Yeah,
I
so
didn't know it was this bad.
It was 27 stitches, 13 on the inside,
was-
and whatever.
Did it look
14
like Terminator 2 when he?
It did kind of look like
off?
that. It was pretty bad.
It was gnarly as fuck.
And then
I'm
then
sure.
it got infected on top of that,
Oh, yeah.
and that was like
well,
really
because
bad.
you let it go for how long?
No. Well, like after I got to the hospital, and they stitched it up. Like a couple days later.
They didn't just put you on an antibiotic. I thought they usually do. when stitch
Maybe
you
they
up.
might have. I don't
usually
remember.
like inject something.
Yeah.
don't
Yeah,
they?
but then I had to sit there for like 6 hours as they're doing the antibiotic like through my whole body. So
That's
you're-
you had a gnarly infection.
yeah.
You really were close to death,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah, shit was fucked up.
It's like,
you could have lost your entire hand.
Oh yeah, for sure.
like
for
just
sure.
from getting it ripped off.
Yeah,
Could've
for
been
sure.
Thumbless.
For sure, it's fucked up.
It was funny at first, but
It was funny at first.
it's all fun
all
and
that
games
blood, I
until you
was like-
start seeing blood dripping fucking on the concrete as you walk.
and it was
Dude.
dripping too.
Yeah,
Like,
of course it was.
fucking bad.
Every time you pour a bunch of booze in your fucking throat, you're gonna run the risk of something horrible happening.
Yeah,
like
oh yeah,
that.
oh yeah.
Dude, I remember I was playing fucking basketball with my brother. I was probably 13, so he'd have been like 10. And we were balling pretty hard, as we did in my neighborhood.
I can picture Bradley dressed in all black with hair covering half his face.
I didn't get punk rock or emo until my later years.
I was thinking he's wearing like the full Jordan,
Hell
like
yeah.
the jersey.
I had like fucking
Headband.
big tinted
Headband, yeah.
glasses and
Wristband.
fucking like, yeah.
Long black socks.
Anyway, you fucking assholes.
With the super baggy shorts.
I went to fucking grab the ball and my brother bumped me. And all I remember was I went down and the next thing I know, I came to and I see his little legs running in the house and he's screaming like, Mom! And I'm like, what the fuck? And my head hurt.
Yeah.
I was like, ah. And I fucking put my hand up to my head. I took my hand away and it was just red.
Oh no!
Like you could see the scar, but I never got stitches. But I'm sure, dude, my mom fucking sees me and she immediately is like,
Oh yeah,
because I'm sure I have blood all over the side of my fucking face.
yeah, for
Dude,
sure.
when like I remember when I broke my wrist, my shit was bad too. I never even broken a bone before. I was playing soccer, and I don't know if you ever played any sport on the field turf that they have nowadays with the little black balls.
Mhm.
So the reason why people get fucked up with it is because it gives more than regular grass does. So I had planted my fucking wrist while I was playing soccer. I got knocked over and I planted my wrist full throttle and snapped my fucking wrist super bad. Like as soon as I popped up off the ground, I got up and I was like, oh, I think my shit's broken because you could see the fucking bone
Oh yeah,
like pushing through the skin almost.
yeah.
And it was like basically my wrist was stuck like this as like bones were fucking all
How old were you?
like 23-ish. So I was living down here in San Diego and I had called my mom just like give her the heads up. First I tried calling my dad like 4 times because I didn't want to break the news to my
He's
mom.
like, "Ugh, I'm busy.
This guy.
He's like,
Jack it up.
which fucking son is this fucking calling me?
So I'm trying to like, because I don't want to, my mom would like freak out.
Yeah.
And so the first thing I say when my mom answers is like, Mom, just calling to give you a heads up. Just don't freak out. Oh my God, what is it? What is it?
Man.
And so I was like, okay, I broke my wrist. Like I'm in an ambulance going to the hospital. I don't know what's going to happen. Probably going to need surgery, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, she freaked the fuck out.
Of course, that's what moms do.
My mom doesn't freak out.
It was,
Really?
Not at fucking.
But were you
all.
like one of those kids that just broke a bunch of shit and had stitches and stuff?
Nah, she just doesn't really play that shit.
That's good.
Like
Yeah.
I broke my wrist snowboarding, and I come down the mountain like I had to finish the ride.
Yeah, yeah.
Basically, I get down the mountain, and she's down there, and I'm like, and she's like, oh, it's broken. She's like, all right, I guess we're going.
Good
to the
job,
hospital.
dumbass.
Yeah, and then so baseball season was coming up like a couple of like weeks or maybe like 2 months later, and they're like, you need to have this thing on 16 weeks. And I was like, nah. I was like, Mom, can we go to Home Depot? And like, I just want to get something to cut this off. And she was like, all right.
Oh,
you
yeah.
did the Ricky Bobby
Damn.
and just
Yeah, no, it was like I got like shears.
Yeah, you get those
And
super industrial
I
shears.
just cut that fucking
Dude,
thing off.
Do you see what they have now? They have the 3D printed casts.
Oh,
that,
yeah.
that are like it's mesh. It's like holes. So I hated my fucking cast
the
so
worst.
fucking much. It
the
was
worst.
so fucking. I had after I had my surgery, I had the full arm cast.
Oh,
The L.
Yeah,
I had that too.
wait, did it have
Did it have the bar that like went to your rib cage? Or
No, it wasn't that. It wasn't that bad.
hey girl, you trying to chill or what?
with a fucking halo on his head, dude.
It also wasn't the regular cast because it was after the surgery, so they had like the heavy wrap on it. The thing weighed like 13 fucking pounds, and so I have surgery, and then the next fucking. So my parents came down for the surgery just to like help me out and shit while I'm dealing with all of that. So I broke my wrist, had surgery the next fucking day. Parents came down the next day.
What, they have to put pins and shit?
Yeah, metal plate, pin, all that shit. So then the next day after the surgery, they're going back up, flying back home, and there's also it's NFL Sunday, and so my brother goes and gets drunk to watch the 49ers game. They need to get to the airport, so the only option is for me to drive. And meanwhile, it's my left fucking arm.
Your
And
fucking brother got so they needed a ride. There's no Uber at this point.
Yeah.
He just like nah, it's not. It's
Yeah, he just started drinking. We were all at Typhoon watching the game. He just starts drinking, and I was like, "Yo, I can't really drive. Like, I just had surgery."
Too bad, so sad. Can I get
Yeah.
another one, bartender? Thanks.
whiskey.
Whisker.
And so I'm driving. This is the first time driving since I had the fucking surgery. I'm also on Percocets.
That's a good combo. Oh man.
And I have my I can only drive one-handed, obviously. And so the entire time I'm driving, I have to have the window down as I'm driving one-handed like this. So for the next like week and a half, as I had this fucking big ass cast on, I had to drive my fucking arm out the window.
Fuck,
Is that a left turn or? Is it?
Yeah.
How much would you like? Imagine him now with the beard and the hair. How much would you pay to see?
With the cast out
But
there.
you need the bar though.
The
That's
bar
the
is
best.
key. The bar
yes,
is
you
key.
need it.
People probably thought I was like waving at them half the time.
Yeah.
What the fuck do you do with that? Like, how do you sleep? I guarantee I'm not sleeping if I have that thing sticking
Oh,
out of my
dude,
rib cage.
It was miserable having a cast.
Yeah, I remember
everything.
when I broke my leg when I was like 5. And
What the fuck did you fall off something?
man, Ninja Turtles came on, and I just got hyped, son.
Please tell me you're not joking and you actually tried to kick something.
Yeah, I was jumping over shit.
I thought you were just telling a funny
And my brother
story.
was like, "Stop!" And I was like a fucking bad little shit. And I was like,
said I
"Fuck
got
you."
hyped.
I Ninja Turtles. Come on, I got hype.
And yeah, I just remember jumping over his legs, and he like tripped me in midair, and I broke my femur.
Oh,
That's a major one.
That's
dude.
real. Yeah.
So like, dude, I had to have a cast on both legs.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a full cast, and
Yeah.
like
On both
I had to-
legs?
Yeah, and I had to fucking crawl around my fucking elbows.
Why both legs? They didn't know which one was broken.
Nah, I don't know why, but I had it on both legs. I guess I was just so young or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They probably
They
you
wanted-
couldn't risk moving it because that would fuck, dude. If you break your femur and it doesn't heal right, you don't grow properly.
Yeah.
or
So,
if it grows
Fucking
different
spina
lengths or something
bifida
like
and
that.
shit.
But I remember, man, fucking I had this like little like cap on my ass. Like I would have to take off to take a shit.
Oh my gosh.
And my
dude.
brother would fucking take that shit off and just ass all out. Just like, hey man, give my
Wait,
fucking
are you
cap
talking
back.
like the fucking onesie pajamas where they had the
Yeah.
little flap?
Yeah, but it was like a fucking like
Oh my
part of
gosh.
the cast, like a little
That
Oh
is
my
suction
God.
cup.
Can you imagine being the person putting that cast on and having to design that?
Yeah.
Like-
Just cutting it
Yeah.
out.
So this is where you're gonna poop from.
Oh man.
Holy! I just see you like crawling around the.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah,
have
army
no
crawling.
legs. I have no legs.